everyone, welcome to my channel, The Mother Speaks Tarot. My name is Allison. Today is our collective reading, and I'm all kind of dressed up for Easter here. Today's Good Friday. It's a lovely day. Yesterday it was raining, so I'm like really glad that today is sunny. If you're new, please consider subscribing to my channel. Also, after I'm done doing these collective readings, I go onto Facebook and I pull free cards. So that's on my personal wall. So the link for that is in the description box below. Please like, subscribe. I'm also an author. I've written 2 books. If you want to know what those are about, that's in the description box below as well. All right, so let's see what's up for the collective. Today I'm going to be using the Tarot of the Divine. It has the Virgin of Guadalupe in it as the Empress, and today is Good Friday. I have a very strong connection with Jesus and Mary, and that has become very clear, so I feel like they want me to channel them more. So sorry about the squinting, it's a little bright. But you know, I don't want to put on my sunglasses, so I mean, I might have to. It's getting pretty bright. I can't even really see the camera here, so let's go. Let's see what's up here for the collective. What's going on? I just love Easter. I love all the colors, you know. I tie-dyed this shirt myself. This is my first time trying to tie-dye, and it goes so well with these cute little earrings. And do you like my tarot earrings? All right, let's see what's up. What's going on? Oh, 4 of Wands. Happiness, harmony. Oh, and across from it, 5 of Wands. There's been conflict. So what I feel like, yeah, there's been a lot of conflict and maybe some fighting or arguing or whatever, but this is the type of conflict that turns out better for everybody when it's over. And I think that after all this conflict, there's going to be harmony. Let's see what else we can get. Wands energy, fire energy, passion. I'm sorry, guys. I got to put these on. Oh, so much better. Okay. Otherwise, I can't see. Yep, I just saw the 3 of Cups. Celebrating. There's going to be a lot of celebrating. You know, it's Easter. So that could be the celebrating that you're doing. Plus, it's going to be the Libra full moon. I'm a Libra. So I got the Moonology deck here. All right, we got the 9 of Cups in reverse, okay? So this is, wish fulfillment hasn't come in yet. It's going to, but it hasn't yet. This is the story about a princess who didn't want to get married, and her father had ordered her to. So she commanded that only women be able to be around her. And so this prince, who was in love with her, dressed as a woman in order to get into the palace and be near her and become her friend and become her best friend, and they fell in love. Sometimes you got to think outside the box when it comes to getting what you want. He took a big risk. That was a leap of faith. I mean, she could have found out about him and had him executed or something, you know? Which is what people used to do back then, so. Nima, come here. She was scratching herself on the thing. Oh, Queen of Coins, a nurturer. Somebody's gonna come in nurturing. Oh, guys, that was a ladybug that landed on my head for just a second, and then I went like that, and it flew away. Oh, all right. Then we got the Six of Wands in the reverse. Six of Wands upright is victory. But this is defeat. Somebody's feeling defeated. I could say that the victory is coming in, but right now somebody's feeling really defeated. Yeah, this is Wands, so their fire's been put out. Now, see, that's exactly what I was talking about with this prince, with the Nine of Cups. He didn't stick with that feeling of being defeated. He just figured it out. He got in there a different way. Yep, now I'm seeing the Ace of Swords. There's some sort of clarity that needs to be found here. The Star. There's healing that needs to be involved here. Okay, so, wow, again, I think the last time I did a collective reading, I discussed this dream that I had a year or two ago about a lamb that needed to be combed. And he wasn't a shepherd, but he took care of the sheep, and it was his job to comb him out, and he didn't want to comb him out because it was very painful and it would make the lamb bleed, but it had to be done because otherwise it would be worse, right? That's why we take care of our animals. And when he was combing out the lamb, I felt really bad for it. I was so sad for the lamb because it was crying out and stuff. But when he was done, and he let the lamb go, the lamb came over to me, and I held him in my lap. That's what the Star is. I don't know if you can see that very well because I can't, because I'm outside in the sunshine, but I guess you can. But you can see here how she's holding this lamb. Now the lamb isn't covered in blood, but her gown is red. Wow, her hair is twisted. It's even like mine. My hair is twisted today, and I've got these bunny ears on. It's not really a crown or anything, but so that's why something had to be done. Something that feels like a defeat. But it had to be done. Something or someone had to be straightened out. That's what I heard. They had to be straightened out, like the comb will calm your hair down, or you know. And then now wish fulfillment can come in with the healing, because these are both cards of wish fulfillment. Determination, thinking outside the box, is what brought him his wish fulfillment. Waiting, determination for this to be over, this combing out, this healing to be done. Also, I feel like somebody's a star. Somebody's getting a lot of attention. But this is healing, this is wish fulfillment. This is healing and wish fulfillment in a spiritual sense. Because for me as a reader, the major arcana is the spiritual message for your soul. We come here, for me, the minor arcana is your earthly life, and the major arcana is your soul. Your soul's journey, which is what the Fool is all about. It's learning deeper things. So this is the outcome. What has been learned through this sense of defeat, through this putting out of the fire, it's all been for healing. It's all been for healing of the soul. Couldn't be helped. It had to be done. But now everything's going to be a lot better for it. Like, the guy finished combing the lamb, so the lamb was better for it. Now we could just maybe wash it, get all the blood off, and we can move on with life. if I get anything else from the tarot, and we'll move on to the oracles. Okay, that's the message. That's all the tarot wants to say. Okay, Jesus is right here. Let's see if I can use this thing to hold my cards down. It's a little bit breezy today. At least it's not as... Yesterday it was cold and rainy. I'm out here in California, and boy, you never know what you're going to get from day to day. Yesterday was so cold. And today I'm not even wearing a jacket. Jesus, what would you like to say about this? You know, now Jesus, we all know that his symbol is the lamb. We know that he's been called the Lamb of God. So the symbolism in my dream probably represents the Christ consciousness within us. That's how Christ will come again. The Christ consciousness is the balance of the sacred masculine and sacred feminine. Okay? So when a lamb needs to be combed, that lamb is out of balance. So, oh man, and today's Good Friday, the day when not so good things happened to Jesus, right? Wow. Yeah, talk about a strong... Yeah, Jesus and Mary are very strong in my life. Seek and you shall find. Seek your healing. Seek your happiness. Seek your balance. And you will find it. Like the prince did. This Nine of Cups prince. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. Well done, thou good and faithful servant. We've all gone through a lot of shit these last couple of years. It's been a combination of this COVID shit, and you know, now we got this worry about Russia, and then you know, in the midst of it, it's all our personal lives. You know, our money, our homes. This domino effect of these major world events has affected us all in our personal lives. People who were afraid of, you know, the end of the world events, they became more afraid. You know, and then there's people out there that lost their homes and their jobs, or decided to quit. You know, there's just a lot that we've been going through. And then when you have this type of energy, there's been a lot of divine couples that have broken up and going through their dark night of the soul to either learn from that energy, or, well, yeah, to learn, to heal, to learn self-love, to balance out that masculine and feminine energy. Whatsoever you shall ask the Father in my name, he will give it to you. So there's been this whole message of, in order to move into this more 5D existence that we're moving into, we've got to let go of our baggage. We've got to get combed out. and it hurts. And we don't like it, but it had to be done. And I feel like now that the combing is done or it's almost over, Jesus, or, you know, God, the universe is saying that now you can have what you want. Once you practice your self-love and learn compassion and forgiveness, the things that Jesus was teaching, and you learn this for yourself, it's easier to be forgiving and compassionate with other people. So those of us who have been going through this examining of ourselves and learning to love ourselves and accept our dark side, we've gone through the dark night of the soul, collectively and individually. Now that we have cut out a lot of baggage out of our lives, we can rise. If you're a balloon and you have bricks attached to your string, you can't float. And high vibration is just that. We need to rise. And it's in happiness. So once we heal and we let go of these wounds, ancestral wounds, experiential wounds, we become happier. All right, the moon. Moonology deck was brought to mind like this. There's the moon. Yeah, I'm getting the moon. The night sky. The ancestors from different galaxies, dimensions. So what does the moon want to tell us? Emotions are running high and luck is on your side. All right, so this is the super moon. The emotions are running high. So I think with this full moon, this is saying that you might feel like, you know, you have high emotions. But that doesn't mean that it isn't going to be happy emotions, okay? Because what you've got here, it says luck is on your side. You know, some people don't even believe in luck. It's just the universe is saying that positivity, the positivity that you have, that you deserve now because of your self-love work, it's coming in. That's your luck. It's your good fortune. Anything else from the moon? It's time to give rather than take. And meditate and contemplate. These are both new moons. New beginnings. New cycles. New moon in Virgo. New moon in Pisces. New moon in Sagittarius. So I feel like the moon is telling us that this is a whole new cycle. And it's not, you know, a moon cycle, it's a cycle for everyone. Mary. She says not yet. Keepers of the light. Oh dear, I wonder what happened. Hang on, guys. Can't see if it's... Okay, it's recording. Okay, I can't see. All right, guys, I had to put my dog in the house. I don't know if that was like a car crash or just an explosion, but There seems to be people here in my neighborhood that like to set off gigantic explosions every so often. It does suck. All right. Keepers of the Light deck. Oh. Infinite abundance, Lord Ganesh. Obstacles are being removed. Spiritual support and connections are increasing. Yeah, I really feel like we're coming out of this dark night of the soul. I feel like we've done a lot of the majority of the combing out, so to speak. The healing, the self-care, the self-love work that we've been doing on ourselves. We're almost there. Wish fulfillment is coming. Joan of Arc. Whoa. Voice of truth. Stand strong. Focus on your purpose. Release the fear of persecution and speak your truth. Joan of Arc. Arc. And truth. She's got Easter lilies all around her. She may have died for what she did, but nobody will forget her, right? Nobody's forgotten her. She was a teenager. She heard the angels, she heard the saints. Was it St. Catherine that she heard? I'm not sure, but she spoke her truth. Viva la résistance! That's what I just heard. Gaia, Earth connection. Mother Earth is speaking. Be mindful of the planet. Come back to Earth. Stay grounded. So this is what I'm feeling for some of you who have gone through such a deep, dark night of the soul because of what has been going on in the world. It's wound you up to where you are just like, it's time for you to come back down. It's time for you to take a deep breath and heal. I think this stuff that's going on in the world is starting to calm down. You know, COVID. I know what's going on over there in Shanghai right now is really terrible and everything, but you know, I just have this feeling, I can't explain it, but I have this feeling like this stuff is just starting to taper out now, okay? And then we also have, Kuan Yin, care and compassion. Choose to be loved. Do what is right for everyone involved and offer a helping hand. Okay? So choose to be love. Make your decisions with love in mind. Be loving. Be compassionate. Don't judge. I know it's hard to judge sometimes. It's hard to not judge sometimes. We form opinions almost automatically. But you can keep those to yourself and just be supportive. And if somebody asks your opinion or what you think about something, then you can tell them, right? But for everyone, instead of judging them, just try to help them. You know, you can't, you know, fighting fire with fire just means everybody gets burnt and or at least really dehydrated. Okay? So, offer a helping hand. Somebody need help? Be there for them. Just do it. You know, doing good stuff can really distract you from all the bad stuff. If you just start helping other people and you're just concentrating on that, say somebody's moving. And you just say, hey, if you want some help, I'll help you out. Everybody loves a hand when they're moving, right? And then so you spend the day helping somebody move instead of spending the day being upset about what's going on in the world. And so you're putting out this really good energy, this energy of healing, this energy of wish fulfillment, of assistance. Downloads from the universe can come in at that time, I'm hearing. When it's like meditative, just helping somebody out. Downloads might have a chance to show up in your thoughts, because you're not so concentrated on these lower vibrational thoughts of fear. You know what I'm saying? Is there anything else? Yeah, one more. Melchizedek, higher learning. You have learned from experience. More inner study is now required to further progress. This is exactly what I was talking about. Experiential learning. Learning from experience. Okay? More inner study, studying yourself. See this guy, Melchizedek? Look at him. He's old, he's wise. I don't know, I can hardly see anything. My screen looks almost completely black because of the sun behind me, but yeah. All right. Let's see. I really love this Legendary Ladies deck, and I have it, but she's telling me to use the Goddess Guidance. Still using the energies of her sisters, like Kuan Yin and Gaia are connected to Mary. Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, and Jesus are the spirits that I am very connected to. And so I get them a lot. I feel like when we have someone like Mary, when we have somebody who incarnates like Kuan Yin or Mary, I don't know if Kuan Yin was real or not, but when people incarnate and they end up like Mary or Mary Magdalene, say Isis was real, say it's the same thing. I think that those are representations of Gaia. I think that our planet kind of like sends a representative in that form of, oh my God. Okay, so there she is. So Gaia's telling me that that's true. When we get a sacred feminine goddess, she's one of her messengers. The planet putting a feminine, whether it's a man or a woman, okay, a feminine to change the vibrations on the surface of her. I believe we're her thoughts. We're her consciousness, or part of it anyway. And so when she wants things to change, like sometimes we want our thoughts to change, we start to reprogram how we think. That's how the planet does it. But with people, Mawu, Mother Earth, you are called upon to help with environmentalism. All right, so here's what she's saying. Come back down to earth, be grounded, understand that you're spiritual. And now that you've released all these bricks, all this baggage and your self-care and your self-love that you've been going through with this dark night of the soul, come back down to earth and start taking care of it. Is there something that you do for the planet? Fast, independent. Your independence is a foundation for your strength and success. You don't always have to have somebody helping you out. You can start stuff yourself. You don't need to depend on other people. So I feel like the fast coming out is saying, you have healed from codependency. You've learned that you're good on your own. Ishtar. Easter. Easter. This blows my mind, how these spirits, how spirit itself does this type of... We have these references to Easter now. The Easter lilies with Joan of Arc. And then a lot of people will say that, you know, Easter is named for Ishtar. In fact, you're supposed to pronounce her name Easter. Boundaries. Love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy. So, Bast and Easter are saying, the more you do on your own, the better it becomes, because you're able to put more of your energy into it. When you're doing things independently, that also means not just going to somebody for help. You're like, okay, I can do this by myself. But it's also setting up boundaries. So if somebody comes into you and say, hey, can you help me out? And or it's not so polite as that. You don't have to set boundaries if somebody's polite. What I'm trying to say is, somebody has been codependent on you for something, and it's like wearing you out a little bit, or it's causing you to, it's doing something negative for you because you're helping them out, and maybe they're not trying to change it so that they can stop depending on you. That's when you need to put up a boundary. That's when you got to love yourself enough to go, look, I love you and I love helping you and everything, but I have my own stuff to do, and I'm kind of getting tired, or you know what I mean? That is the message. Let's see if there's anything. Wow. Irene. Peace. There is no need to worry, as everything is working out beautifully. We tend to panic when things don't go the way we want them to. You know, and instead of panicking when things start changing, we should be positive, because that's what's going to bring in positive changes. If we're afraid of change, it's going to bring in changes that make us afraid. But here's another thing. We have to just understand that we go through what we call negative things here on this planet, but eventually we get through it. We learn from it. That's part of embracing the darkness. That's part of embracing your darker side, because it's not just, your dark side isn't just, you know, anger and lashing out at people. It's also your susceptibility to depression and spreading sadness around to others, or, you know, to people who are around you. You want to vibrate in a way that, you know, you're happy, that you're balanced. So then when others are around you, they feel that. And you can pull them up out of their depression just by being around them. Bright future, stop worrying. Everything is going to be fine. So that's what we got here. No need to worry, everything's working out beautifully. Stop worrying, everything is going to be fine. That's Lakshmi. Lakshmi is, to me, she's another aspect of like Mary energy, because she's part of the Hindu trinity, feminine trinity. Parvati, Lakshmi, and Saraswati are the three feminines, their trinity. Whereas Mary, the mother, Mary Magdalene, and there's a third Mary. I think she was a sister, the sister of Lazarus, maybe. That's the Mary Trinity in the Catholic or the Christian. I don't want to say pantheon, but you know what I'm saying. All right. What else? Now it's time for Mother Mary, she says. That's who I was talking about. She's like, all right, I'm going to pull one card from this Mother Mary deck by Alana Fairchild, and I'm going to read some of it. I don't know, maybe all of it, I don't know, because all it says is, you know, Our Lady of Comfort, Our Lady of Innocence. There's a lot more to that. So, and I haven't read all these and memorized them or anything, but it's time for her to talk. This is, yeah, Mother Mary. Mother Mary, what? Representative. Mother Mary, representative of Gaia. Representative of our planet. Because Gaia is actually the Greek name for our planet as a goddess, Gaia. Part of the Greek pantheon. So I asked the planet a long time ago what she wanted me to call her, and she said Amma. Mary, what would you like? Wow, that is way too many. Not reading 4 freaking cards there. Holy moly. Alright, I got 2 of them. Let's see what we got. What's on top? Our Lady of Passion. Wow. Okay. I always like to say, okay, like, I like to get the cards that are on the cover. Okay, you see this is on the cover? I think that when people make these decks and they take one of the pieces of art and use it as the cover, that's one of their favorites. And that's what we got. Our Lady of Passion. And today is Good Friday, the Passion of the Christ. We started with wands, which is fire, and that's passion. And then the next one we have Our Lady of Blessings Bestowed. All right, so I'm going to read Our Lady of Passion. And I think this whole self-love journey that we've been going on is part of our passion, and because of that, blessings will be bestowed. Like I was saying earlier, because we've gotten through this, because we've risen in vibration, now these high vibrational things are going to come into our lives. Okay, so this is number 9. 9. If you know about numerology, you know why I like number 9. I'm also a life path number 9. I know the secret fire that burns in your heart. If you cannot remember it, deep within, you will yearn for its excitement, energy, and direction. Let me just get a little closer. I bring you a gift of awakening to that passion within, a gift of remembering your purpose, a gift of energy, direction, and endless divine support to manifest your passionate purpose in this lifetime. Dare to dream of your fulfillment, beloved. That's what this whole prince was about. Dare to dream. Dare to go after what you want, because you just might get it. She's saying you will. You will. I bring you the resources you need to succeed, so that all of this planet may benefit from your heart on fire with divine, passionate purpose. You might believe yourself to be a very passionate person with a clear purpose in life, or you might worry that you are disconnected from a true sense of passion, unaware of what your particular passion might be. Either way, within your heart there is a seed of true, divine, passionate purpose. And this oracle comes as a message that even if you think you know what your purpose is, there's a deeper awakening about to take place for you. Your purpose is more than a job. It is your way of being, living, and giving on this planet. It is the reason you are here on this planet, to fulfill your destiny in service to the great divine plan of love. You have the divine on your side. Luck, remember? Got that luck. Is there any greater support and assurance of success needed? No. Your purpose is to become what you are. That is why no one can steal your purpose or live your life for you. Independence. Each of us needs to find our own way to our heart and to liberate our passion, to live our particular life path to the fullest, no matter whether our life path seems very spiritual or very ordinary, or more than likely a bit of both at times. Within every human heart there is a divine passion growing and awaiting liberation. The uniqueness of being a divinely awakening human is to have the purity of spiritual light dwelling in your most passionately aroused heart. There's a ladybug crawling over here, guys. Ladybugs are one of the best omens that you could ever get. You might call it a ladybird. Hello, baby. No, I don't think it wants to get off me now. Don't bite me. All right, so I'm gonna let it get off. There we go. Okay. Where was I? To desire, to give, to create, to connect, to express, to heal, to feel alive, to thrive. These desires come from a place within our heart that grows stronger as we mature spiritually. As the light within us grows, we cannot help but search for that which inspires us. That brings some kind of meaning and connection to our lives. Eventually, as our growth reaches a certain point, we want to help others thrive too, to build a world with hope, consciousness, and compassion for all living creatures. Once you have connected with the passion of your heart, to live that passion becomes as natural and essential and unquestionable as breathing. With Mother Mary's assistance now, the time for focus on your passionate purpose has come. This oracle brings guidance that your questions about your life path and direction are being answered. You are being asked to trust in what your heart shows you over time, just like a blossoming red rose, knowing that in time the fullness of the passion will be so alive in you that you cannot possibly miss what you are meant to be doing, how you are meant to be living. The beauty and perfume of that manifestation will lift the spirits of others. If you are yet to discover your passion, this oracle heralds a time of awakening and asks you to pay attention to what your heart feels, over and above the opinion of any other, including opinions of your own that are based in fear or limiting beliefs, such as what should be for your age. You are asked to explore your heart messages and to pray for clear signs about how to proceed with this in a respectful, compassionate, and also free and open manner. That is the sword, Ace of Swords. The following healing process will help you do this. Oh, there's a healing process and affirmation below here. If you have a sense of what your passion is already, this oracle brings you a message that, through the blessings and grace of the Holy Mother, it is now flowering into physical manifestation more quickly and substantially than ever before. Keep the faith. Boy, I've been seeing that. Keep your faith. That message I've been seeing a lot. Pray for her assistance and know that you're on the right track. Even if there are subtle adjustments along the way, perhaps other strings added to your bow, okay? Your sense of where you are headed is correct and will unfold naturally, just as the rose blossoms into fragrant fullness when ready. Okay, so that the luck is on your side. It's time to give. Voice of truth. Stand strong. Stand for your purpose. Stop worrying. Everything's going to be fine. Right? That's what that's about. That's what she's saying. Here's the healing process. I hope you can see it. Maybe you can look this up online. There's the first page of it, and then the second. Sorry guys, let me read the second one and close out the reading. 26, which equals an 8. Our Lady of Blessing bestowed. So 8 is infinite. Infinite blessings. All right, 26. Our Lady of Blessing bestowed. I am offering you a spiritual gift now. The gift of a heavenly blessing. This blessing may come through a person, place, or thing, or spring forth from within your own heart, unfolding like a blooming rose. Wow, a blooming rose again. I ask that you trust me, because in receiving this blessing, things will change. The changes are a shedding of that which would hold you back from fully receiving my blessing. My blessing asks you to trust and to have trust and courage as I help you leap into your divine fulfillment more swiftly than you could do on your own. Yeah, okay. So today's message is basically, because of all your hard work that you've been doing in your dark night of the soul, it is now time for a change. You may have been in a place of security and healing, but now things are going to change, because that place of security for your healing isn't needed anymore. So this needs to change a little bit here. A blessing sounds like a marvelous happening, and it is. However, we can forget that divine energy, which is concentrated like spiritual vitamins, will cause healing, and this may move circumstances and situations along, often at a rapid pace. A blessing is like a divine volcanic eruption from within our heart. It can start with a rumble, but when the time is right, we are ignited and cannot be held back from an explosion of divine love that might change everything that is in the way of our next heavenly steps upon the earth. Rest assured that a blessing from the Holy Mother is only given when we can handle it, though you can also expect that there will be times, as the blessing begins its work, when you may wonder if you are really up to what you feel is being asked of you. Wow, okay, so it's going to be a challenge. You may doubt yourself at times, questioning if you can really handle what is happening in your life without falling apart completely. You will succeed. Through the Holy Mother's grace, of course. But sometimes you might wonder if you aren't just cracking up inside, to be broken apart, never to be repaired. This is a sign that we are really growing, and especially outgrowing a past that is too small for our soul's future. It's like being a seed that's put into the earth. You know, it's been buried, it's dark, you know, what is going on? But then it starts to crack open. And that might be a little alarming to the seed until it pushes through the dirt and comes out into the light and realizes that it is now fully living. With all this challenge, we might ask ourselves if we really want a blessing at all. However, a blessing is an absolutely priceless treasure. It clears karmic debris that would keep us stuck, perhaps for a long time or even lifetimes. See what I'm saying about, like, if you're in a secure place right now where you feel safe, you know, you might have to be busted out of there so that you can be pushed to make your life even better, okay? A blessing not only rips off a band-aid, but is a zap of healing energy that may feel uncomfortable for a relatively short time, but is essentially just the workings of life force restoring a wound to wellness, right? In the never-ending story, the Urgle, she's like, it's got to hurt if it's to heal. I quote her a lot. As we heal spiritually, our wants and needs can change, sometimes quite dramatically. We might outgrow some relationships or life situations as this happens. Other relationships or life situations will be able to bear the change and come with us. Either way, a blessing speeds up and intensifies this process and helps us accomplish in a short time what may have taken much more effort over a longer period. 777 energy. deep healing in a short amount of time. Okay? Either way, a blessing speeds up and intensifies this process and helps us accomplish in a short time. It is a helping hand up to our next level of awareness and embodied consciousness by the divine. Although given freely, the grace of the blessing is that it happens when the time is right, not a moment too soon or too late. This oracle is coming to you because the time is right for you, and this blessing is being offered to you now, whether you understand its ultimate purpose or not. We don't know. We don't have to know that a blessing is happening for it to work its magic. Though, of course, it can be nice to know that the divine is taking over if, suddenly, things go awry before they fall into place in a new way. Our role is to be honest and present with our feelings and let the chips fall where they will, so to speak. You are giving permission for the divine to take over your life direction for a moment, trusting in the greater wisdom and perspective of the Holy Mother and her unconditional love for you and her passionate desire for your spiritual liberation. With the onset of this blessing, you might have a subtle reorientation, or you might suddenly feel like you are heading in a very different direction. Either way is perfect for you. Trust. All will be well. And soon the chaos of change will be replaced with great joy, gratitude, and even deeper loving trust in the tender genius of the Divine Mother's grace. That's it, you guys. That's the message for today. We have been doing a lot of healing, and there's another adjustment, another challenge to be made. But what it is a blessing so profound that it's going to blow our mind. That's what I feel like our message is today. So now I'm being told, look at what Jesus went through in the story of Jesus. It's Good Friday, his day of passion, his day of that uncomfortable change. Now, his blessing, after what he endured, his blessing was to rise again. And by doing that, blessing all of us, showing us, it changed how we look at things. His teachings of compassion and love for one another changed a lot of stuff. So the blessings are still going strong, guys. So when you face this challenge, you could say to yourself, well, at least I'm not being crucified, but just know when it's over, when you face this challenge, everything's going well. There's nothing to worry about. We've heard that message 3 times today, at least. There's nothing to worry about. Just get through it, and you will be a blessing to yourself and to others. And we're gonna have a whole different way of life here. That's the way the planet wants it. We're part of her. We're part of her body. And so that's her message. That's Mary and Jesus and our planet Earth's message for you today. Thanks for being here with me. I really hope you enjoyed this. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't. Check out my books and all that. And I love you guys all. I hope you have a wonderful Easter. Mwah. See you next time.